satellite imagery and they realize, oh my God, that's the caldera of a volcano, like this Yellowstone thing. We thought it was just this crazy place with hot springs. Like, no, that's a super volcano that is a continent killer.
In the expansive western region of the United States, there resides a concealed entity, a dormant behemoth, a slumbering force that occasionally rouses from its rest. For close to 70,000 years, it has remained in repose. However, experts such as Peter Ducey harbour apprehensions regarding its eventual awakening. Should this come to pass, it could unleash a cataclysmic event capable of profoundly reshaping our world. Recently, the monitoring system of Yellowstone National Park noted a remarkable development, a sudden and dramatic surge of 250% in activity. This news has been spreading worldwide, evoking both fear and curiosity. What implications does this hold for Earth's renowned national park? Could it be that the formidable Yellowstone supervolcano is beginning to awaken from its lengthy slumber? Come with us as we explore Ducey's cautionary words and the appearance of a 100-foot wide crevice in the Yellowstone volcano. A remarkable event is unfolding, and there's much to uncover about the astonishing discoveries made by researchers. Nestled in the heart of the United States lies Yellowstone National Park, a beloved treasure that has enchanted people around the world since its establishment in 1872. Spanning an expansive territory of 3,472 square miles across 3 states, Yellowstone stands as a testament to the unrefined beauty of nature. Each year, nearly 3 million individuals eagerly make the journey to behold its awe-inspiring panoramas. The park's appeal is undeniable, boasting attractions like the renowned Old Faithful Geyser, enchanting hiking trails winding through verdant landscapes, towering mountain peaks piercing the heavens, and tranquil hot springs providing moments of respite. Amidst this untouched sanctuary, a diverse array of wildlife flourishes, including grizzly bears, majestic moose, elegant elk, industrious beavers, and resilient bighorn sheep. However, beneath the surface of this paradise lies a ticking time bomb, a natural force that could potentially bring about catastrophic consequences. Beneath the Earth's surface lies the Yellowstone supervolcano in a deep slumber alongside its colossal magma chamber. A looming catastrophe, this ominous presence holds the potential to devastate the park and its surroundings. Despite lying miles beneath the surface, this supervolcano has erupted before, but its most colossal eruption, approximately 70,000 years ago, was merely a glimpse of its immense power. The catastrophic force of a super eruption is nearly beyond comprehension. These eruptions are characterized by their explosive force, ejecting volumes of ash measuring at least 240 cubic miles, enough to bury the state of Texas beneath a 5-foot layer. The scale of these super eruptions far surpasses any recent volcanic activity, casting a shadow of destruction that challenges everything we know. The urgency of this threat is undeniable, and its potential consequences are palpable. While the likelihood of such a catastrophic event is subject to debate, the potential repercussions cast a significant shadow. The spectre of an apocalyptic super eruption not only unsettles visitors to the park, but also those residing nearby. Beneath the serene surface of Yellowstone National Park, a fiery cauldron of molten rock and magma simmers in the depths, a core feature of the Yellowstone supervolcano. For years, diligent volcanologists have maintained a vigilant watch over this restless behemoth. Since 1923, they have diligently monitored changes in the terrain above the magma chamber, meticulously documenting its fluctuations. Between 2004 and 2009, the earth beneath Yellowstone underwent significant swelling, an ominous indication of the turmoil brewing beneath the surface. A staggering 9.8 inches of swelling sent shockwaves through the scientific community. However, by 2010, the land began to recede once more. Yet, that's old news. The pressing question now is, what's happening at this very moment? Today, esteemed experts like Peter Ducey raise urgent concerns. Is the supervolcano awakening? Recent unrest in the ground only adds to the apprehension of an impending catastrophe. Beneath Yellowstone National Park, the ground seems to hold its breath, anticipating an uncertain tomorrow. What if the very ground we tread upon starts to tremble and convulse? The question hangs heavy, casting a shadow of fearful uncertainty over our minds. Besides the natural phenomena occurring within the park, we also must consider the impact of events upon its surface. Just last year, Yellowstone experienced a catastrophic event that shook its very core. In the early hours of June 13th, 2022, a 500-year flood swept through the park. Relentless rainfall and melting snow converged in a watery onslaught, inundating the northern regions with 7.5 to 9.5 inches of nature's wrath. The flood caused widespread devastation, destroying roads, obliterating trails, and leaving behind a trail of destruction. The park's resilience was put to the test as efforts were made to restore power, repair wastewater lines, and implement a recovery plan within a mere 48 hours. However, the scars of this event endured. The roadways bore the scars of the flood's ferocity, twisted and shattered by its relentless force. Although the once bustling South Loop reopened on June 22, 2022, it did so bearing the marks of the ordeal. The echoes of the rebuilding efforts resonated in every patched-up segment and every freshly reopened trail. Yet, beneath the surface, a primordial giant stirs. The unmistakable signs and the ominous warnings are conveyed through seismic rumbles. The very ground beneath our feet quivers with the echoes of 1,000 to 3,000 earthquakes each year, many too faint for our senses to detect. As the Earth shifts and trembles, scientists stand watch, their hearts quickening with each event. The subterranean unrest fuels unsettling speculation. How violent will the eruption be when the inevitable moment arrives? Geologists, delving into the Earth's ancient secrets, find themselves in a race against time to unravel the significance of these disquieting occurrences. But here's the unsettling reality. Comprehending the events unfolding in Yellowstone is akin to solving a puzzle with missing pieces. The park's remote and rugged terrain has cloaked its mysteries from prying eyes, leaving its secrets largely uncharted. No one has uncovered every facet it conceals, leaving experts to piece together fragments of the truth. However, even within this veil of uncertainty, the Earth itself provides glimpses of its tumultuous past. Delving into history reveals that Yellowstone has unleashed its fury 3 times in the past 2.1 million years. These monumental eruptions, occurring at intervals of 600,000 to 800,000 years, have left scars upon the landscape and reshaped the world. The most recent cataclysm, a staggering 640,000 years ago, left an indelible mark. Its wrath extended far beyond the confines of the park, engulfing vast expanses of the United States in a blanket of ash, gas, and volcanic debris. From the majesty of mountains to the tranquility of forests, all succumbed to the wrath of the Yellowstone supervolcano. The land crumbled inward, giving rise to vast depressions known as calderas. And here's a sobering fact. During this cataclysm, it unleashed an explosion 1,000 times more potent than the infamous 1980 Mount St. Helens eruption. Consider the devastation that claimed lives and ravaged extensive areas. Now, amplify it, and you'll begin to grasp the magnitude. Even today, remnants of this catastrophic event cling to the 30-mile wide, 45-mile-long caldera. In the ominously named Lava Creek Tuff region, thick layers of volcanic debris serve as a testament to the unimaginable force that once surged from the depths of the Earth. It serves as a chilling reminder of our limited control. Here's the harsh reality. Geologists have uncovered evidence not of just one, but 47 super eruptions in the tumultuous history of our planet. Our planet has a knack for surprising us when we least expect it. Take, for instance, the super eruption that transformed the landscape of Lake Taupo in New Zealand 26,000 years ago. Yet, Even that pales in comparison to the earth-shattering Toba eruption, a colossal blast that reverberated across the globe some 74,000 years ago. These immense eruptions serve as stark reminders of the incomprehensible power of our planet. The ground quakes, tectonic plates shift, and in the blink of geological time, everything can change. Some suggest that the Toba eruption ushered in a grim era known as the volcanic winter, lasting 6 to 10 years. During this period, humanity faced near extinction as crops failed, temperatures plummeted, and darkness enveloped the skies. While not an absolute rule, super eruptions occur approximately once every 100,000 years. But let's refocus on Yellowstone. What if the Earth were to unleash its full fury once again? Picture a minor eruption where rivers of molten lava flow across the land in a fiery spectacle. In this scenario, earthquakes arrive in relentless waves, leaving destruction in their wake. Peter Ducey cautions that this could merely be a precursor to a more catastrophic event. Now, envision the worst-case scenario: a super eruption, 1,000 times more powerful than a typical volcano. This would bring forth an unyielding deluge of magma capable of burying entire cities beneath its fiery embrace. Such a spectacle would not last mere hours, but could endure for weeks or even months. The aftermath would be nothing short of apocalyptic. Imagine a torrent of volcanic ash, a noxious blend of shattered rock and glass ascending into the sky. It would blanket the land below, suffocating everything in its path. Scientists warn that this nightmare could grip the northern Rockies, enveloping vast stretches of Wyoming, Idaho, Colorado, Montana, and Utah in a thick, ashen grip. Even the heartland would not escape unscathed, as the Midwest contends with a grim onslaught of ash, while the coastal regions breathe a sigh of relief with lesser burdens. At first glance, a mere coating of ash and debris may not sound alarming. Surprisingly, just 3 to 4 feet of ash holds the potential to devastate everything we cherish: our cities, our infrastructure, and even our lives. It's a grim reality. Envision towering buildings reduced to rubble, public transportation grinding to a halt, and countless lives lost amidst the chaos. But the threat doesn't end there. Even a small amount of ash can pose a grave danger to our respiratory systems, making the simple act of breathing a perilous endeavor. As ash covers roads, driving becomes hazardous, while crops and livestock meet unfortunate fates. The magnitude of the disaster is such that North America would be compelled to ground its airplanes, silencing the once bustling air traffic. And then there are the preceding earthquakes to consider. The frequency of earthquakes leading up to an eruption serves as an ominous countdown. While Yellowstone National Park experiences its fair share of tremors annually, they pale in comparison to the violent quakes that signal an impending volcanic eruption. Evacuation becomes the only recourse as the park and neighboring communities succumb to the relentless forces of nature. Lava flows, resembling molten rivers, serve as grim harbingers of destruction. Unlike ash, which can travel great distances, lava flows are constrained to a radius of approximately 50 miles from Yellowstone National Park. However, even as this searing tide of molten rock engulfs everything in its path, it represents just one aspect of the apocalyptic narrative. Regrettably, the plot takes an abrupt and chilling turn. Following the aftermath of such a monumental eruption, the world experiences a sudden drop in temperature. As sunlight struggles to penetrate the ash-laden atmosphere, this outcome is inevitable. It's at this juncture that the supervolcano truly alters the course of global climate, a singular event rewriting the fundamental rules. But how does this unfold? When these colossal entities awaken, they release dark and lethal chemicals. Sulfur aerosols, akin to the heralds of chaos, erupt from their fiery depths, casting the sky into darkness. With each particle of sulfur aerosol, a fraction of sunlight is hijacked, redirected into the atmosphere. The repercussions are immediate and profound. Temperatures plummet dramatically as the planet is ensnared in an icy embrace. The looming threat of a supervolcano casts a formidable shadow, capable of plunging us into an enduring winter. A world accustomed to warmth suddenly trembles as agriculture falters and crops wither in the cold. The landscape undergoes a profound transformation, while the ominous murmurs of impending change grow louder. It's imperative to delve into the realm of molten rocks and magma that the Yellowstone supervolcano inhabits to grasp the extent of its destructive potential. Over millennia, a combination of molten rock and dissolved gases has silently accumulated beneath the surface. When the pressure becomes unbearable, these gases will erupt through fractures, propelling the magma upward. Envision streams of searing hot rock coursing through the once tranquil park, consuming everything in their wake. Now, consider this. A layer of molten ash, 10 feet deep, propelled 1,000 miles from the epicenter of the park. The devastation would be incomprehensible, snuffing out the lives of up to 90,000 people instantly. Even those rushing to aid would find themselves powerless, much like during Iceland's volcanic eruption in 2010. The ash would seal off the Earth's entrances, while the skies would be tainted with gases and debris, halting the bustling airways. Throughout these scenarios, the memories of Mount Pinatubo's eruption in 1991 serve as a sobering reminder. In the past, Earth experienced a significant drop in temperature, plummeting by a remarkable 1 degree Celsius, casting an eerie, cold shadow over the entire globe. Another notable event was the eruption of Tambora in 1815, which led to worldwide crop failures, plunging regions into the grip of famine. Let's recall the year 1980 for a moment. The eruption of Mount St. Helens remains vivid, a furious explosion that dispersed ash across continents. Ash drifted as far as the heart of the United States, while minuscule particles circled the globe. However, here's the astonishing truth. Despite its ferocity, that eruption amounted to just 1/10 of a cubic mile of debris. Contrast this with the ancient upheavals of Yellowstone, where the Earth's fury once knew no bounds. Millennia ago, the area now graced by Yellowstone National Park witnessed cataclysmic events. Enormous eruptions gave rise to 3 massive craters and calderas, spewing forth nearly 900 cubic miles of ash and debris. This was not merely an eruption. It was a reckoning, a display of nature's unrivaled power. Today, our attention turns to Yellowstone, a ticking geological time bomb. Yet, amidst the ground's restlessness and the rumblings below, there are no clear indications of an imminent disaster. Beneath the park, earthquakes continue to tremble. The undulating rise and fall of the land form a familiar rhythm for those who study it. The question lingers: are we teetering on the brink of annihilation? The statistics, both grim and uncertain, present a portrait of dread and improbability. According to experts, the likelihood of Yellowstone's cataclysmic eruption engulfing us in any given year stands at a mere 0.00014%. Remarkably, this probability is even lower than the chances of a civilization-ending asteroid striking the Earth. Yet, here's the unsettling truth. Yellowstone operates on its own timetable, indifferent to our forecasts. There's no reassuring pattern, no countdown to the next eruption. One certainty remains: super eruptions will recur in Earth's history, leaving devastation in their wake. Will Yellowstone etch its name into this fiery saga once more? None can predict, for beneath the Earth's crust, a battle rages. The magma's relentless ascent clashes with the icy resistance of the surface, a tug-of-war that shows no sign of ending soon. What's even more disconcerting is the restless movement of the volcanic hotspot beneath Yellowstone. The landscape is in motion, gradually shifting northeastward, while the North American tectonic plate charges southwestward over this simmering hotspot. These are not mere conjectures. The US Geological Survey team has issued a warning. In their report published in the Journal of Geological Research, Solid Earth, they've detailed the rising terrain within Yellowstone. The sense of urgency intensifies as we uncover the unsettling behaviour of the land. The years 2013, 2014 and 2016 witnessed land elevation and indications of growing turmoil beneath. This seismic activity is not arbitrary. It's a delayed response to movements of molten rock that occurred 2 decades earlier. At the heart of Yellowstone lies the caldera, a battleground of volcanic forces. Its 3 volcanic depressions, the oldest of which has stood for 2.1 million years, along with the 2 emerging domes, bear witness to its ancient turmoil. But let's contextualize this peril. The Yellowstone caldera stretches a vast 30 by 45 miles, a size that dwarfs entire nations like Bhutan, Rwanda, and Puerto Rico. Detecting shifts in such expansive areas is akin to locating a needle in a colossal haystack. However, all is not lost. The vigilant eyes of the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory remain ever watchful, tirelessly monitoring the region. Their mission is to detect any indication that the dormant beast below is awakening. To assess the situation firsthand, we can examine previous observations that have revealed a series of unsettling occurrences. These observations have documented periods of persistent uplift and ominous subsidence. These peculiar events are at the core of a chilling report issued by the US Geological Survey in 2013. A disclosure that fills the air with a palpable sense of urgency. In just 2 years, the region experienced a remarkable uplift of 5.9 inches. While this may seem modest, it represents the most significant surge ever recorded in Yellowstone's history. Termed the pyrogenic movement, this eerie fluctuation has haunted the Yellowstone area since the 1970s. Over the past 50 years, the land beneath our feet has undergone a total uplift of 28 inches. This relentless upheaval, characterized by rapid rises, perilous dips, and the unsettling symphony of seismic tremors, suggests sinister activities occurring beneath the Earth's surface. Unveiling the dark secrets beneath Yellowstone's veneer, brave researchers have disclosed information regarding hidden magma intrusion that occurred between 1996 and 2001. This subterranean invasion caused the ground to swell and persisted between 2013 and 2014. However, even in the face of such foreboding, these events can be temporarily subdued. A seismic outcry, a magnitude 4.9 earthquake, briefly halted the upward movement. However, this respite was short-lived as the unsettled ground resumed its eerie ascent between 2016 and 2018. And as if the turmoil of the landscape were not enough, Yellowstone's water-based attractions are also entangled in this apocalyptic narrative. Iconic geysers and once soothing hot springs now bear witness to the unfolding cataclysm. Steamboat Geyser, once a stoic presence, now erupts with alarming frequency. In 2018, it unleashed its fury 32 times, followed by 48 violent eruptions in 2019. When we examine Yellowstone's history, a troubling connection emerges between these hydrothermal disturbances and the ominous presence of subterranean magma. The land quivers, geysers bellow, and the very earth appears to hold its breath, pondering if these sinister spasms are but the precursor to something far more catastrophic. Amidst these grim visions of eruptions, it's important to remember that Yellowstone is not solely defined by such events. While explosive eruptions may be more commonly associated with Yellowstone, there's another type of eruption that's equally significant, albeit less dramatic: the effusive eruption. Although the term effusive may sound less menacing, the reality it portrays is captivating. Rather than a violent explosion ejecting ash, debris, and rocks high into the sky, imagine a slow, mesmerizing flow of bright orange-red lava snaking its way across the landscape. It's as if the earth has opened a vein, allowing its lifeblood to gently spill across its surface. During these effusive eruptions, molten rock gracefully seeps out from the Earth's crust. This lava, though slow-moving, possesses a persistent and unstoppable force. It slowly traverses the terrain, engulfing trees, rocks, and any other obstacles in its path. Imagine the scene. What was once solid ground now cloaked in a glistening layer of red-hot molten rock. Nighttime views during such eruptions can be particularly mesmerizing, with the radiant glow of the lava casting an eerie yet captivating light over the dark surroundings. However, this is not merely a natural spectacle, it's a vital process in the ongoing narrative of Yellowstone's geology. Each effusive eruption brings about a transformation in the park. As the lava cools and solidifies, it forms new layers of rock, gradually adding fresh chapters to Yellowstone's ancient geological tale. Over time, these hardened lava flows give rise to expansive plains, hills, and distinctive rock formations. Beyond merely reshaping the physical landscape, these lava flows play a pivotal role in the ecological balance of the region. As the solidified lava weathers and decomposes, it creates fertile soils that become the nurturing grounds for a diverse array of plant species. From these plants, entire ecosystems spring forth, fostering life in abundance. These transformed areas become new habitats, food sources, and shelters for animals, insects, and birds. For scientists, effusive eruptions represent a treasure trove of knowledge. Studying them yields insights into Earth's internal processes, tectonic plate movements, and the life cycle of volcanic systems. By observing how lava flows and solidifies, geologists can make predictions about future volcanic activities not only in Yellowstone, but also worldwide. Moreover, the mineral composition of the lava provides clues about Earth's composition and the underlying forces within our planet. Understanding effusive eruptions has practical applications as well. For example, in regions where communities reside close to volcanoes, knowledge about effusive eruptions can aid in planning and constructing infrastructure capable of withstanding or diverting lava flows. Such knowledge can be invaluable in safeguarding both lives and property. Thanks for joining us. Be sure not to miss the video displayed on your screen. It's truly remarkable.